Hi friends, it's me, Miss Emily, back to show you how to make our kite craft. I'll go over one more time the things that you might need to make it, and if you are ready, we'll get started. Okay? So the first thing you'll need is either a brown paper bag or a paper plate. I'm going to show you how to do it originally on the brown paper bag, but I'll tell you real quick how to do it on the paper plate before we start. You'll also need some markers, a glue stick, tape if you have it, or you could use stapler, and then you'll need some scissors, and you'll also need some various things to make a kite tail. So if you have any like leftover birthday streamers, or if you have some fabrics laying around, or I have this tool that we used for a different craft, anything that you want that can make a tail. If you don't have any of those things, you could use newspaper, or you could use construction paper. Anything you need, you can find laying around the house. It doesn't really matter. So before we start with our paper bag, what I would tell you is if you're going to use a paper plate, you're going to want to cut out the center. You just need like the outer rim. So you want to just cut out the center so that becomes kind of an air hole when you're flying it. Otherwise, we're going to show you how to do it on a paper bag, a brown paper bag. So to start, if you want to decorate it, you can decorate it with your crayons or markers. You can do that before, you can do it after. Doesn't matter. And then you want to kind of open your bag up. So it's like this. And you're going to pinch the top so you get the top part to kind of stand up a little bit. I did this before we started filming, but you're going to want to cut two little slits in the top, or the bottom rather, of your bag, just so that you can put something for a handle for your kite. So just two little slits. Once you have that, you're going to open your bag back up, and then you're going to use one of your pieces of something, your string, your yarn, your ribbon, your birthday streamers, whatever you have. I'm going to use birthday streamer, and all I did was take a long piece of it, cut it off, rip it off, and I kind of folded it in half depending on how long you want your handle to be. You want it long enough to go through that paper bag, and then I twisted it. So you just want to twist it up so it gets scrunchy. You need a scrunchy handle so that way it holds up to your hand and when you tie it. So you need something that's kind of a handle. Once you get that, you're going to take it in your paper bag, and through one slit, you're going to slide it in. And then you're going to find your other slit, and you're going to, if I can get my fingers in there, slide it out. So it's kind of a weaving in and out. And you got to be delicate. You don't want to rip your bag. And once you get it in there, you should have something that's kind of like that. And then you're going to tie that up, because that's now your handle for when you go outside later and fly your kite. Or in the house. You could fly your kite in the house. That would be okay. With me, you might want to check with mom or dad first, but I think these are simple enough. We could probably fly them in the house. So now you have a handle. Okay? So once that's done, you can fold it back down so it's nice and flat. And on one side of your bag, either this top part here or this bottom part here, that's where you're going to start putting your tail. So you're going to either glue, tape, or staple. Your choice, depending on what you have. If you were doing it on the paper plate, you would have had this part cut out, and you're going to just pick one side to be the bottom of your kite. So then you would glue, tape, or staple down on like the bottom here, and your handle, you would have to cut a hole, and your handle would have to go up here. So I'm going to start off by taking my glue stick. I'm gonna pop that out. And I've already cut some of my streamers. So take your streamer or whatever you have. I already cut two of them out. And I'm going to open my bag a little bit right here. And you're going to put some glue. And glue your streamer down. Or whatever you have. If you had multiple paper bags, you could cut your paper bag into little strips and then you would have your own little tail to design. You could color on that. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so I've glued my 2 long strips right there and there. Just glued them right in there. But I want some more. I want a really cool tail. So if you wanted strips that were a little bit thinner, if you were using that birthday streamer, you can just cut the streamer right in half once you cut it. So these are just smaller bits. But I'm going to try this leftover tulle that I had. Now, tulle will not stick with a glue stick very well. You would get your fingers all in it. So I'm going to use my stapler and just staple it in. So depending on what craft supply you could find, that will depend on how you have to stick it in your bag. Give this one more staple. Maybe. So there, you can't really see it that well, but if I put it on there. So I've got the blue, that's a little long, so I'm gonna chop the bottom of this off, and I could use that for another tail. Now I have a shorter piece, and I'll just staple that one in here too. We're all about reusing what we have on hand, since we can't go out to the stores. Pretty neat. Got that. Got my long ones. I've got some yellow in there. Now, let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I have this piece of fabric I found laying around in my house. So that will probably also not stick with a glue stick, but that's why you have your stapler or your tape. Tape would work, and you can use any kind of tape. If mom or dad have some heavy duty packing tape, that would work. Staple that down. Well, that's a nice color. So now, I think I have enough, but you can add as much as you would like. Just trimming my ends there a little bit. Throw my scraps off to the side. So that's a pretty nice kite tail, don't you think? Now I'm going to do a quick little design on here so I can get ready to fly it. Little color. You can design it however you like. And when you're all done with your kite, make sure you show me in the comments below. You can send us a picture so that way everybody can see what an awesome job you did. Now I have a little design here. Maybe I'll just do a little quick design on the back. We love to see our friends and everything that they're making. You guys are doing awesome jobs on all of the crafts. I made a sun, even though it's not very sunny outside. So hopefully the sun will come out if I fly this really cool kite. I'm gonna make some birds hanging out in the sky. And that is it. That's my kite. So when you're ready to fly, you're gonna pop your bag back open so it gets some good wind in there, and you would be all set to fly your kite around. If you make one, remember, show us. Otherwise, have a great day, friends, and we'll see you the next time, okay? Bye.